Welcome everyone. One of the best ways to prepare for the IELTS speaking test is to see it in action. That's exactly what we're doing today with this complete mock test from Spinta. As you listen, think about what the candidate does well and where they could improve. Afterwards, we'll compare notes with a full performance breakdown. Let's begin.
Good morning. My name is Emma. Can you please tell me your full name?
Good morning, Emma. My name is Alex Johnson.
Thank you, Alex. And what should I call you?
You can call me Alex.
Great. Where are you from, Alex?
I'm from Toronto, which is in Canada. It's a very multicultural city with a lot of different communities.
That sounds interesting. What do you like most about living in Toronto?
Well, I think the diversity is the best part. You can meet people from all over the world and try different foods. For example, there are great Chinese and Indian restaurants in my neighborhood.
That does sound appealing. Is there a particular type of food that you enjoy the most?
Yes, I really love Indian food. The spices and flavors are just amazing. I often go to this local restaurant that serves traditional dishes.
Sounds delicious. Do you like to cook as well?
I do, but I'm not very good at it. I mostly prepare simple meals, but I try to cook Indian dishes sometimes. It's a bit challenging, but I enjoy it.
Have you always cooked? Or is it something you started recently?
I started during the pandemic actually. I had more time at home and thought it would be useful to learn. I've improved a little since then.
That's a great way to spend your time. Let's move on to talk about your studies or work. What do you do?
I work as a software developer. I've been in this field for about 3 years now.
What do you enjoy about being a software developer?
I like solving problems and creating something useful for people. It's rewarding when I see my code actually works.
That sounds fulfilling. Can you tell me about a project you worked on that you found particularly interesting?
Sure. I recently worked on a mobile app for a local charity. It helps users donate to different causes. I enjoyed this project because it felt good to contribute to a meaningful cause.
What skills did you have to use or develop for that project?
I had to use programming skills, of course, but I also improved my teamwork skills. I collaborated with designers and project managers, which was a new experience for me.
That's valuable experience. Now let's go to part 2. Here is your topic card. Please describe a memorable trip you took. You have 1 minute to prepare.
Okay, thank you.
Your 1 minute is up. Please speak for 1 to 2 minutes about the trip.
One of the most memorable trips I took was to Japan last year. I've always wanted to experience the culture and the food. I visited Tokyo and Kyoto. In Tokyo, I enjoyed the vibrant city life, especially the Shibuya crossing, which was fascinating with all the people. I also tried sushi and ramen, which were amazing. In Kyoto, I visited beautiful temples like Kinkaku-ji, the Golden Pavilion. I found the architecture breathtaking, and it was so peaceful there. One of the highlights was attending a tea ceremony, where I learned how to prepare matcha. Overall, the trip was incredible, and I would love to go back.
Thank you for sharing that. What was one thing you learned from that trip?
I think I learned a lot about patience and attention to detail, especially from the tea ceremony. It made me appreciate the little things in life.
That's very insightful. Let's move to part 3. How do you think travel affects people?
I believe travel opens people's minds. When you visit new places, you see different ways of living and thinking. It can change your perspective a lot.
Do you think it's important for young people to travel? Why?
Yes, I think it's very important. Traveling helps young people learn about different cultures and gain independence. Experiencing new environments can help them grow.
What are the benefits of experiential learning, like travel, compared to traditional education?
Experiential learning offers real-life experiences that you can't get in the classroom. It helps you learn practical skills and adapt to new situations. That's really valuable.
Interesting point. Could you give an example of how travel can lead to personal growth?
Of course. For instance, when I traveled alone to Japan, I had to navigate public transportation and communicate with locals. It boosted my confidence and taught me how to make decisions quickly.
I see. Do you think there are any negative impacts of travel?
Yes, there can be negative impacts. Over-tourism can harm local environments and cultures. Also, travelers might not always respect local traditions, which can lead to misunderstandings.
That's true. Finally, how do you think technology has changed the way we travel?
Technology has made travel easier and more accessible. We can book flights and accommodations online, find directions instantly, and connect with other travelers through apps. However, I think it also makes people less present in the moment.
Thank you, Alex. That concludes the speaking test.
The candidate demonstrated a good level of fluency and coherence throughout the speaking test, with smooth transitions between ideas and topics. Although Alex occasionally hesitated, their overall speech was mostly clear and organized. In terms of vocabulary, Alex displayed a reasonable range, using some appropriate expressions, but there were moments of repetition that limited the diversity of language. Grammatical accuracy was generally acceptable, with some errors in complex structures, but basic tenses and sentence structures were used correctly. Pronunciation was mostly clear, though there were instances of slight mispronunciations that didn't hinder overall understanding. Based on this performance, the estimated band score would be in the range of 6.5 to 7.0. In summary, Alex showcased strengths in fluency and interesting content, but could improve on vocabulary variety and grammatical precision. Thank you for practicing with this IELTS Speaking mock test. Visit Spinta for more comprehensive mock tests and personalized feedback to boost your IELTS score.